Hello, everyone. I'm back again reading out of the book of Expert Secrets. And we're going to continue to read section three, part Your Moral Obligation. And we're going to continue to read out of the paragraph, um, beginning with paragraph number 7, and how you can present a presentation for your offer as well as a webinar. And I'm going to continue to read. I was so embraced, swore I'd never speak to or sell from the stage again. I was going to sit behind my computer and just sell things online, but I discovered that the skills I needed to sell online were the same skills I were lacking when I spoke from that stage. So I decided to humble myself and learn. I didn't want to learn from people who were good speakers, but rather from people who could actually sell from their respective platforms, such as stage, testim- testimonials, webinars. And we was talking about webinars. There's a huge difference between the two. In other words, Russell was saying it's a huge difference. A huge difference between telemonars and webinars. Excuse me. Y'all might have to look over me a little bit on today. Um, I'm feeling kind of sad. One of my special friend's son got killed on this week, and my heart goes out to the family. But I'm gonna continue to read, and prayers are going up as well. What I discovered from the best people of the business was that teaching the best content actually hurt sales, but learning how to identify, break, and rebuild false belief patterns got people to take the action they needed in order to change. In other words, you're going to have to take action in order to change. And that's what we're always having to do in the process is take action and implement on the things that we've learned. I learned how to tell stories. I learned how to structure offers, so much more. Then for 3 years, I stood on stages all around the world in front of thousands of people and retested and presentations over and over again. I watched closely to see which topics is what was in order, would make people run to the back of the room with their credit cards in hand. I also paid attention to what slowed my sales. Then one day I decided I was tired of traveling and leaving my family behind. So I quit speaking from the stage despite the fact that I could bring in 250,000 or more from a single 90-minute presentation, and that is awesome. Instead, I transferred those selling skills on the online environment. I tested my script on testimonials and webinars. I used it for video sales letters, Facebook Live presentations, and more. Each time I presented using this script, I've watched the response and made tweaks. I did it over and over for years. A few years ago, I started teaching this script and process to my inner circle webinars. And that's what we have with the Super Affiliate Network is inner circle webinars as well on Monday nights. And Russell was talking about where he had inner circle calls. They implemented the script in all sorts of different marketers. Dozens of them have now become millions using the exact same script. It works. It's perfect. It's worth mastering if you really want to get your message to the market. So, in other words, you have to do webinars, do presentations, go to events if you want your message to get out there in the world. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my message out there to the world as being an online entrepreneur. And I hope you all got some value and content and education out of the book of Expert Secrets, reading about your moral obligation. And I'm going to continue to read out of the book of Expert Secrets, beginning with secret pound number 11, the stack slide. And here's a picture of the stack slide, if you can see it. But what we want to do is be able to bring value to the market and get our message out there to the world so they can be able to understand the process and begin the journey as well. So if you got some value and content on today, could you give me some likes and shares? And we're going to continue to read out of the book of Expert Secrets. And we're going to be going into secret pound number 11, talking about the slide.